Hello, hello, hello. I just realized I was on our actual stream screen and not our starting one. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Shattered Bonds. We have had a great week, great couple of weeks. We have left off with a very precocious moment with the party teleporting to Sharn to escape the clutches of a abomination of a troll that they found might have been beyond their power. So in fleeing, Mordi's quick actions have led them to a place he forgot. He knew where he was going. He forgot exactly which room he was going to. But we had ended up at the Morgrave University in Sharn. And believe it or not, the professor did not blast Mordi into a million pieces. So, where we will pick up is with the group having rested the night, made accommodations with Professor Morgan and his first seat, Indra. And we had some good role-playing moments where the group had tested their boundaries, let's say. And we are going to pick up with them awaking the next morning and figuring out where to go from here, as there are certain shadows starting to move. So let's go ahead and put the sound on for the group, and we can say hello. All right, I have my group here. Let's go ahead and give everyone a shout out. I just realized Voxis and Mordi have traded places on my screen.
It's okay, I'll play as Voxis.
No.
So
No, I don't need everyone to hate me. I'm not playing Mordi.
Wow, thanks. I appreciate that.
Cool, strong start for the night. Here we go.
I love it.
Oh, brutal. Jeez, guys.
Oh,
And let me get... So we're going to move some stuff around. Mordi that close to Cloaky. Brave, I know. I have to find the Discord call. That is the setup. There it is. Okay, we will move Mordi over here. And then we will move Voxis up here. Get this all straightened out. I can't believe I didn't catch that when we were doing setups. But hey, here we are. So now we should be looking pretty good. So as you all know, like I said, Mordi teleported the party to Sharn. Group rested the night. Made a kind of a deal. Made kind of a deal with Professor Morgan. After Morgan realized that everything Mordi had said wasn't 100% on the level, with Cloaky being able to tell him where the monoliths and stuff were. He said okay and took the rest of the party to... Why is it moving everyone? You know what? We're fine. We're fine. We're just going to go with that. Okay. So he had pretty much said okay. let the party rest, guaranteed healing and a long rest for everyone. Led you to the Indra had led you to the dorms. Cloaky had stayed outside the dorms after finding her own way via a brief sketching session from Indra. She had given her a map. Upon arriving, Cloaky had thrown the signet ring that belonged to Indra to the lower levels and waited outside. The rest of you had camped out inside the dorm for the night. And that is where we are picking up is the morning after. So.
Okay, I have an important question.
Yes.
Did I get a short rest?
You would have gotten a short rest.
I know I didn't get a long rest, but I just wanted a
you
short
did.
one.
You didn't get a long rest because you didn't sleep. I would give you the short rest, which does not get rid of exhaustion or anything, though.
No, I'm definitely pretty tuckered out.
Yes. So, in the morning, you did notice that the guard changed once or twice during the night. So there was that.
Okie dokie.
What the rest of you want to do, that's up to you.
Well, I guess Morty will wake up with a large, just an elaborate stretch and overly exuberant yawn. Slept out good and don't you? And he's just gonna look around the room.
He wakes
And
up and
notice
Brick's
that-
staring at him.
Oh, I thought Brick was in the hall.
Nope, Brick came back in.
Okay.
Brick left
Brick's just sitting
Cloaky.
there staring.
Brick left Cloaky out there. Cloaky throughout the night. I do need 3 perception checks from you real quick. The rest of the party, Voxis and Brick, in the morning, what are you doing?
I'll let you take point on this, Voxis.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna kind of get my gear all together. Since make sure everything's ready. Make sure my bags are all tightened down and everything, and then I'm gonna kind of look around, like the windowsill and stuff to see if it looked like there is any disturbances on it.
Okay.
Is this any better?
Speak again.
Are you able to hear me now, or no?
Oh, you're much louder.
Yes, yeah, it's a lot better.
Okay. There we go. Sorry about that.
Fine.
Always happen. I just didn't draw the short straw this time.
I love Discord updates, don't you?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So, Voxis, you're doing that. Brick, what were you doing first thing in the morning?
Well, when Morty woke up, Brick's just staring at him from
Okay.
his seat. I don't know. I'm a little thrown off. Morty was doing his thing, and I was gonna react, but it is what it is. Brick is, when Voxis and Morty wake up, Brick's already like packed and ready to go. Like he didn't unpack anything, or apparently didn't.
Okay.
All the blood and gore that was dripping off him before is now gone. And both his plate armor and his hammer, and his shield, can't forget the wonderful arrow catcher, are all very shiny.
Okay.
Hey, you're looking a lot better, aren't you?
Yep.
You feeling a bit better there, buddy?
I feel wonderful.
See, you got feeling. That's wonderful. You should you should let Cloaky know that you have all those feelings.
Brick looks around the room. Oh God, she's still out there. Kicks down the door.
All right. Well, real quick, Cloaky, throughout the night. You do your perception 21 was good enough that probably around 2-ish a.m. you did notice the door to the dorms open up and nothing come out.
Well, I hate that. Thanks.
Damn it, Harry.
And then, after a few moments, give or take like about 5 minutes of you just watching the door closed.
Yeah, that's terrible, and I hate it. Okay.
The rest of the night, you were trying to fend off yourself, trying to not to fall asleep. You didn't notice any other occurrences. That one kind of bugged you a little bit because you even noticed the guard with that perception check kind of look at the door when it opened up, kind of look in. He looked mildly confused and just kind of leaned back against the door or by the wall where he was sitting.
What the F kind of guard is this?
I don't like this.
So, during the night that happened, would you have done anything during that?
Nope. I mean, I would be trying to figure out what happened. My assumption is that something invisible has come in and out of this door.
Okay. Do you tell anyone? Do you try and go investigate, or...
Oh, hell no. It's not my problem. I'm standing by the edge of this area with full intention to get out of here should someone try and mess with my brain.
Okay. So, during the morning, you are still awake. The party getting ready at this point. Brick, you head to the outside. The rest of you, obviously, re-prepping spells and whatnot, correct? And what is everyone else? Brick, you make your way out to Cloaky.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brick. How was everyone last night? Still safe in there?
They're alive and awake, if that's what you're asking.
That's what I'm asking. Something invisible, I think, has been walking up and down these halls throughout the night, and I don't trust it.
Oh. Brick walks back in. Slight problem.
What do you mean, slight problem?
Mordi, do a lot of invisible stuff walk around this place?
Well, all the time. I have no clue. I haven't seen anything.
God damn it. Cloaky said she saw the door open last night.
Okay.
And it wasn't one of us.
Okay. Well, there was a guard
Mordi.
out there, right?
Yeah.
Did the guard do anything?
He looked inside and watched us sleep for a little bit, I guess.
I mean, that's not creepy.
That's what I said.
Morty's gonna go out of the room real quick and approach the guard.
Okay.
Does Morty recognize the guard, like, by name at all, or?
No, he's just looks like a middle-aged man wearing what looks to be ringmail.
Okay.
Has a short sword at his side, has the official, signet of a Morgrave University guard, and he's looks up at you when you come out outside the door.
Hey, buddy, what's your name, real quick?
Hi.
Just what's your name?
Deacon.
Hey, bud. Hey, Deacon. All right. I love the name. It's a great name. Quick question for you. So, my friend here says that you were staring at us when we were sleeping. That's a little bit creepy, guy.
No, I wasn't.
My friend over here says that you were, and he's going to point over to Brocc. He said that you looked in our room and you were kind of staring at us while we were sleeping. That's a little creepy, guy.
Oh yeah, you're the door to the room kind of just opened up. I was just like
What do
I
you
am
mean
now,
just kind of opened up?
like how you
What do
opened
you mean by
it.
that?
It opened up a little bit. I looked to see who was coming out. Nobody came out. I thought
Did you see
maybe
anybody? Did you see anybody behind the door? But anywhere in the area? I mean, I get it. It's a magic school. It's great. It's all witchy-woo all over the place. But
no,
maybe
I didn't.
maybe you might have seen something.
No, I looked inside. I didn't see anyone come out, and after a bit, the door closed. I figured it must have been like the wind. I mean, there's a lot of draft up here. We're in the Skyway.
Must have been the wind.
Yeah. Okay,
Maybe
makes
you
sense.
guys guys didn't latch it.
Yeah, I mean, what was that?
I always shut the door properly.
I mean, he always shuts the door properly.
There's a first for everything.
Morty's gonna look in the hallway. I'm assuming he sees Cloaky over there.
You see Cloaky across the way. You guys are actually in a building of your own. It's like a small, probably like 2-bedroom apartment building. You're not actually in a hallway. There is a large open courtyard, and then there's the sky bridges and everything else. So
she's quite a distance away then.
Yes. No.
Okay.
Well,
no.
Here, I'm gonna switch you guys over real quick so you can kind of see.
Okay.
The battle map.
There is a battle map. It doesn't mean that there's a battle happening.
That's what you said last time.
But
just for that, everything's a mimic.
yes. So now,
just in case Morty panic blasted the
this is effectively how you are actually set up currently.
Okay.
So
last time he said this, he said the books nothing was going to come out of the books.
Cloaky is over here on this little park bench, pretty much just sitting by the railing to the next level. And there is large scale bridging all over the place.
All right, perfect. So he can see Cloaky. He's just gonna, as soon as he notices her, he's just gonna be like, "Cloaky!" He's just gonna yell at her. Just, "You found me!" It's just gonna like wave his hand to like pull her towards the room.
Okay.
I don't think that's gonna work, friend. Cloaky's gonna just hang out on this bench.
Cloaky! Cloaky!
Right.
I know you can hear me!
Cloaky's gonna stare directly at Morty and not move.
See, that's how I know you can hear me. Because you're looking at me.
Voxis.
Yep.
I know how meticulous your character is. Going through your bags every morning. You've said it every stream that we've played. You go through your pack, and you notice that your pack is open, and there are things on the ground, as if somebody had gone through your satchel.
My normal pack or my bag of holding?
It would be your normal traveling pack. If your traveling pack was inside the bag of holding, then
no, because I would have kept the bag of holding separate. So
yeah, it is. It looks like your traveling knapsack was gone through.
Okay.
And it's not like it's thrown all over the place. It's like, it's definitely not how you would have left it. It looks like someone went through it and tried
nicely, just not the way I put them.
And then, yeah, if someone went through it, they tried to put it back, but might have missed one or two things. With your passive insight, you would be able to see that.
Okay. can I? Is it? Do I notice that anything's missing, or anything added?
As you take a few moments to go through it, nothing appears to be missing from your stuff.
I'm gonna call Mordi over. Mordi, get over here.
You're muted.
Cloaky, Voxis needs me. I'll be right back. And then he's gonna wander in.
Okay, so you head back in.
What's up?
Do you have ways of detecting magic? It seems like someone went through my stuff here, and I just want to make sure there's no wizard shenanigans.
Brick, you can overhear them saying this now.
I mean, I can.
Wizards
Yeah,
have shenanigans.
I'm happy to do that. Morty's going to.
What exactly is a shenanigan?
Oh, it's a lot of fun and silliness and obscurity. It's great. Anyway, you're distracting me really quick. Give me a second, Brick. He's going to turn back to Voxis. Yeah, I could absolutely do that, and he's going to start to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay. It takes 10 minutes.
Yep.
During that time, Brick, you, after him saying that, you're kind of looking at your stuff, and you don't really notice it at first, but yes, your stuff has been rummaged through as well.
Somebody messed with my stuff. We're about to have a problem.
And I'm assuming Cloaky's still just outside.
Brick's gonna walk over to Cloaky.
Sure is. Hey, Brick.
Again. Can you please come join us?
I suppose at this point there's no harm in it.
Somebody went through Vox's stuff, and I think somebody went through my stuff.
Oh, hell no. Someone went through Brick's stuff. I'll fight somebody.
People are gonna start looking like nails here real soon. Grips the hammer.
Yeah, so essentially what would be in my normal bag would be kind of everything that wasn't magical, as well as my vials of like acid and alchemist fire, because I don't want those exploding in my pocket.
Okay.
Much safer in a pocket dimension.
You do notice that like your chakrams have moved, but they're still there.
They mess with the chakrams? No.
Brick, same thing. Your shield and your warhammer, you know, it looks like they slightly moved, but they're in the same spots they were. Morty, you're sitting there casting. Give me a perception check at disadvantage while you're casting.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get attacked.
They better not have put a bug in my drums, damn it.
Okay. So the 10 minutes goes by and you start casting, you start washing over the room. You see all the magical auras that you normally would. And even with disadvantage, this is something that you pride yourself on, Morty. It has been a staple and you've even bragged about it. As you're looking around, you notice there is a source of great magic that is no longer in the room.
The staff's gone.
Wait. Where's my staff? Morty's immediately gonna get up and start looking for his staff. He's not gonna talk to anybody else yet. Yeah.
Well,
I'm assuming the staff is not there, right?
You start tussling the mattresses, the blankets, everything.
He's not tussling. He's flat out throwing shit.
This after a few moments, yes, you are unable to locate your staff.
Oh.
Okay, while that's going on, I'm going to tell the rest of the party that I think something has happened to Morty's staff, and they're using it to scry to find my home city, and I'm fucking pissed.
Morty, I understand that I don't sleep with my weapons because they're bladed, but you probably should sleep with that staff. Just a heads up in the future.
I'm going to find the person who took my staff.
Listen, here's what's gonna
I
happen.
think we know who stole the staff.
I'm going to kill them.
Well,
We're gonna find that staff. And
we'll
whoever took
cross
it,
that bridge.
whoever's gonna do that is gonna be made into a pancake because my hammer and them are gonna get a new face-to-face introduction.
Morty.
Yes.
You do recall the invisibility spell, as Cloaky had asked you earlier. You know that when an invisible target picks up an object, it becomes invisible as well because it becomes a possession of the person under the effects of a spell. So if the person carried it out of the building,
They shouldn't be able to use it since it's attuned to me, though. Correct?
They would have to attune to it as well.
Yeah.
Well, would Morty know if his attunement's broken?
You would still technically be attuned to it, yes. I think after like 24 hours, I'm not entirely sure how the attunement works if you're no longer in possession of it. But you would know that you still have that somewhat magical connection currently.
Can I locate it because of the attunement?
Yes.
Like, can I follow it back to its source?
With a spell, I would let you to recognize it as a familiar object. Yes.
Roy.
Yes.
So 100 feet away for more than 24 hours, or if someone else attunes to it, you no longer attune.
Okay.
Yeah, but it hasn't been 24 hours yet, I hope.
But if it is, Selichah's really tired. Cloaky, sorry.
I'm tired and I'm fucking pissed.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Are there spells that can find objects?
I mean, yes. There are.
Well, I figured we were going to be trying to find where we were before.
It is not a spell I have.
When we teleported, so I got my spells ready this morning, and I got a spell ready that could do that, I think.
And let's try that.
Please, he's starting to scare me. After the troll, the troll session of Angry Morty, I don't want to see that again.
Okay, well, alright, now I guess this cuts to the DM. Roy, would the staff be familiar enough with me?
With you, no.
Damn, okay.
I have an idea of where we could start looking.
So I wouldn't be able to use locate object on this thing.
Let me look up the spell real quick.
Yeah, look at it for me. I'll let you determine.
And it's locate object.
Yep. If not, just another smite slot.
Describe or name. Name an object.
Now I'm just imagining Morty being like in a generic cop movie, kicking down a door. Where's the staff? I know you took it.
No, Morty right now has very... I mean, you could hear his voice, but Morty right now has a very dead-eyes stare. He's not...
I would let you use it, but the spell does not work.
So it's not within 1,000 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Can I concentrate on it? and hold the concentration, or does it just drop because?
You could concentrate on it, yes. But the spell doesn't work because it is not within 1,000 feet.
Okay, it's not within 1,000 feet of us right now.
No.
Okay, so can I hold concentration on the spell? Just like, I know obviously I can't track it right now, but can I hold the concentration until we
get
like
within
just as we walk?
Yeah, I would let that fly.
Okay, so all right, if we're gonna go try and find it, Mordi, let's go because I'm working
I
on
would
trying.
suggest we go see our host.
Alrighty, let's go.
And as you're discussing this inside the place, Cloaky, you notice a man that you recognize from the other day. You recognize Professor Morgrave coming up the stairs to the side.
Okay, I will let the party know that he is coming, and I will move my closer to the edge.
Okay. You see he is dressed similarly to how he was yesterday. The flowing robes. He had... he now has a pair of goggles on top of his head, a pair of bracers tied on, and he is still carrying that blackened staff that he had that's gnarled to one end. As he approaches and he waves at you, Cloaky. Good morning.
I do not respond.
Morty's gonna head out. Can Morty hear that voice?
Yes. Yeah.
Morty's gonna head straight out.
Okay.
Hi, Professor.
Good morning, Morty.
Uh-oh.
Where is it?
Voxis, we better back him up.
Yeah, we'll just stick close to him.
He goes, I assume you're talking about your staff.
Oh, you assume correctly. Where is it?
Oh, it's safe. I had to assure that you wouldn't escape in the middle of the night after replenishing it.
So you stole my belongings.
Oh, stolen is such a hard word. I seem to have misplaced a book.
Yes, you misplaced a book.
And just as you have now misplaced a staff.
No. See. That staff will allow me to get your book, which I had assured you that I would get you. I promised you, and I give my word, and I follow my word, which you should know.
Yes, you're right. You gave me your word. But, I can't accept that. And I thought precautions would be better if I took you to the ship myself. So I have taken the liberty of taking your mode of transportation away. And I am now your source to get back to my book.
You know what?
We kind of need that staff, sir.
Oh, and it will come back.
No.
I give you my word.
Then let's go to the ship. All right? Let's go to the ship. We will go right now.
Very well.
I would like my staff, and I will get you your book once we get to the ship.
Oh, I will take you to the ship, and then we will come back for your staff.
No. Because, see, here's the problem with this. I get that you want your stuff back, which is perfectly fine. But you want your book back. That's great. We can get you your book. I'm happy to go with you. You're more than welcome to come with. I'm not leaving without my staff. And if we leave without me having my staff, you will not get your book back.
That's an interesting proposition. I tell you what, he holds up his finger and he starts to move around you. Do you try and stop him?
Yeah, Mordi is going to pull out his rapier.
He looks at you and says, he holds up his hands.
I was gonna say I will be.
There is a guard
by
over
him.
there, and I am showing no hostility currently.
You're a professor of magic at a magic school.
Does this man gesture towards me in any way, shape, or form?
Nope.
Okay.
You're a professor of magic at a magic school.
Yes.
Anything that you do is a gesture of hostility.
Mordi, I
Well,
think
that's
you
not
hold
true.
your
The grounds have
cards.
laws, and the laws I must abide by to be.
Oh,
Professor.
I get that. You've already stolen something from us when you assured us of our safety here.
You assume I stole it.
You just admitted to taking it.
I know where it is. Yes. I did not take it. Personally.
Being involved is just as guilty.
So we're going to play the game of semantics.
Semantics.
Okay, fine. We'll play the game of semantics. Very well.
I'm giving you an opportunity to take me to my
I'm giving you
book.
an opportunity to give me back my staff, and I will get you your book. But I promise you, if I do not leave here with my staff, I will make sure that you never see those notes again.
Voxis, are you actually out there now?
Well, yeah, we said that we followed him. We just didn't move our tickets. Brick and I both stayed close to him.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
So.
Yeah, I kind of forgot we were actually on a map and not just role playing.
Well, you see, here's my problem. And he looks directly at Voxis and Brick. Your companion here has a habit of running away and not coming back. And I need those notes. I deduced that your friend, as soon as he had gotten the charges back on the staff, would inevitably teleport your group away. Tell me I'm wrong, Mordi.
You're wrong. He's going to look him dead in the eyes, too.
I don't believe you. You may be telling the truth, but I have no reason to believe you. And, you know, I think this is more of a surefire way to get what I want and be rid of you.
And be rid of me. Interesting choice of words.
Well, it's
Am I
either...
to assume that that is the threat?
No.
Because once you have your notes, what's to stop you from keeping my staff?
You know, that's a good question. It is a very powerful staff. I have access to those magics without the use of a item. So
Yeah.
the item
but
would be nice,
You
but
seem
I
to
don't
be
need
very
it.
intrigued with certain places. I don't trust you with that. See, this is the great thing that we're at this fun little impasse. I love it because you won't give me my staff, but without my staff, I'm going to make sure you never see those notes again.
Well, how about we come to an agreement right here, right now?
Okay.
Here's my agreement that I am proposing. I will teleport Indra and one of your allies to your ship. They will get my notes. They will bring them back. Indra will teleport them back. I will stay here, right here with you.
They will not know what to look for or where to find it. But how about this? Because as I said, I am more than happy to take you with. Okay? You and our group and my staff. And you know what? You could even bring 2 guards of your choosing. And we will teleport there together.
3.
Yeah, you two.
I'm sorry?
3 guards.
3 guards of your choosing.
Teleport allows up to 8 individuals.
That's fine.
Friends, I may have a way to maybe make this agreement go a little easier. But I need you both to
3?
accept to fall under not exactly my sway, but under a spell of my choosing.
Do you agree with that?
What's the spell?
Three guards of... Oh, I'm sorry.
Just a simple spell that I learned a while ago that would require you two to tell the truth. So I think we know where we all truly stand.
I'll agree to that.
Very well.
Cool.
If I denote that a different spell is being cast, I will counter it, just so you know.
I plan on casting Zone of Truth. And Rick will do as such.
Okay. Voxis, as you were standing there kind of looking around, you can give me perception check. And Cloaky, you can as well.
Cloaky's gonna fucking eat herself off the...
That is a possibility, I suppose.
There's a reason that I've been standing here.
It's been taking everything in me not to just straight up scorpion you from over there.
Well, that was a crap roll.
Okay.
Oh god.
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Cloaky.
What the hell? Oh, I was very confused because I rolled with disadvantage, but I guess it was very close because I only saw the 15, but it's a 15 and a 14. Sorry.
So the first die roll would be the 15 plus 5, so 20. Okay. So Cloaky,
No, the 14 is right. I'm exhausted.
Oh, okay. You are, yes. So 19. 19 is still good enough that you are still pretty on edge. And there isn't a whole lot of wind right now. I mean, there is a little bit of updraft, but you definitely see something move some branches on this tree over here.
I will announce that to my friends. There's something behind the tree behind Bricc.
You turn around and you look, and there is nothing there.
Oh. Truthfully speaking, I'm a little concerned. And Bricc pulls out the hammer.
The professor, are we casting the spell or not?
The spell's already been cast.
Okay.
That dropped.
Then here's
So,
the truth.
I believe we both have to roll a charisma saving throw.
You can choose to fail it.
Yeah, you can just choose to
That's
let the spell
why
affect
he
you.
was asking before if you allowed him to.
Oh,
or
okay,
not.
gotcha.
Mm.
That's why I wanted to double check, just to be like, because
Voxes, you can
never
choose
know.
to roll against it if you'd like.
Okay.
No, I'll just let it. I have nothing to hide here. I don't know what's going on.
Cool.
So, go ahead and ask.
You want me to ask?
Am I being true to my word? Yes. And Bricc, you can tell that he's telling the truth.
He can't compulsively, he can't lie while he's under the spell. So anything that comes out of his mouth is, at least, not a lie.
Upon return of my staff, I have every intention of bringing you to our ship and getting you your book.
And I have every intention of returning you to your ship to get the book and doing you no harm. As long as my book is there.
So then, are we good? Are we ready to go?
Using my spell.
Return my wand, or not my wand, return my staff. And also, quick question, who's in the tree?
That would be my familiar.
Gotcha. Why were they in the tree?
Why are they in the tree? They
Yes,
prefer
that's the
not to be
question.
seen.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, Roy, can I
What
do
spell were you about to cast on me when you were circling me?
No spell on you. I was going to approach your friends and suggest that one of them take me to the ship to get my book. That way we could do this, and, then I'd give you your staff back.
Please go get my staff, and we can go immediately. You can even cast the spell if you so choose.
Roy,
However, I'm also willing to cast the spell if you would prefer, so that it uses up power from the staff.
Yes, Brick.
Can I use Divine Sense real quick and look into look over towards the tree?
Yes, because there's no action to it. Yes. You detect a fiend.
Okay, carry on. Sorry, I was just making sure.
Very well. I will bring you your staff. We'll do this cordially. We'll go to your ship, we'll get my book, and I will be out of your hair.
Before you go, have you attempted to scry anything off of my staff?
No, I do not have possession of it.
Has anyone attempted to scry anything off of my staff?
Not
to your knowledge.
Not to my knowledge.
Please return my staff.
Very well. He says something in a bunch of, it almost sounds like garbled backwards speech, and hisses. And you notice that the branches behind you start to move, and there's almost like a whooshing sound. He said, "It'll take a moment." He'll be back for it. Or back with it.
Cool.
Well, this is going a lot better than I thought it would.
Cloaky, can you please step away from the ledge?
I absolutely will not.
The professor goes, since we are taking my men, he says, Indra, and you two, you can come out. Across the way, over here, there are a couple people who suddenly appear.
Even under a zone of truth, you still managed to be a sneak.
You didn't ask me if my cohorts were here, did you?
Is there anything else you've been withholding, any information about this encounter you've been withholding from us?
Well, yes.
Put it out on the table, Professor. We're all friends here.
Like what?
Is there anyone else hiding that we should be aware of?
No. Not that I know of, at least.
He's not lying.
You see Indra and two men garbed in what look to be blackish leathers. From the helms, you can tell that they look to be Elven in descent. Loads of daggers and sharp implements on them. I merely wish my life's work. It has been gone for quite a while, and unfortunately, with that took most of my life.
Didn't have much of a life then, did you?
Oh, there is much in that book that I need. So much so that I put a bounty on your friend's head.
I know, I killed the assassins myself.
Oh, and I got word of that.
Man, that was a fun little game that we weren't expecting and didn't know about until after.
You see, there are things in that book that I spent a great long while of my youth in the Zendrick finding, and thought I had found something of great power there. But the funny part is, Mordi found something of what I was looking for. So now I know it exists in Zendrick.
Good luck trying to find it.
It won't be as hard as you think. If the Drow are involved, I know the rough area now. They might be veiled and I might not be able to see it, but it's only a matter of time before magic pierces that.
There are wards on that city you can't even begin to grasp.
So there is a city.
Do not say another word, please.
Ari.
He looks back
Ari,
at Cloaky. Did you just eat yourself off the side?
Not quite.
You're like straddling the railing now?
In my defense, I assume the nerd knew that there was a city. He just didn't know where it was.
Mm-mm.
I hate all of you so
I'm
much.
sorry.
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
I associate
Yeah.
you with these two fucking idiots. So
I heard that. There's nothing I want to do more right now than take a hammer to this asshole, but I can't.
Oh, you could. You just probably lose Morty's staff in the process.
And potentially other things.
And potentially Mordi. Which
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm sure Cloaky is not upset about at all.
I mean,
this
it would
particular
solve
moment,
some
no.
problems.
After a bit, you hear that whooshing sound, and right about here, you hear something land, and you hear a clanging on the ground, and then the staff suddenly appears.
Morty's gonna hold his hand out because he was assured that it would be returned to him, not to the street over there.
Okay. Whatever it is, it throws the staff, and it clanks into your right within the 5 feet of you.
He's going to hold his hand out and wait for it to be returned to him and not the street in front of him or to the side of him.
The professor steps over and bends down and picks up the staff and hands it to you.
Thank you. Morty takes the staff and lowers his rapier from the professor.
And steps back over. Says, shall we? As
Ready when you are.
those three come across.
Cloaky, did you want to leave?
Yep.
Then come over here so we can leave.
Okay.
Did you want to cast it or did you want me to?
Oh, you said you would use the staff to cast it.
I just want to know. Just wanted to be sure.
Very
Okay.
well.
So gonna cast teleport into my room. So just marking that down so it takes all 7 charges of that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me
And-
percentile.
And then he rolls a misses, and we appear in the air with nothing under us.
That's a 12.
Oh, no.
All right. Hold on. That's off target, I believe.
I can't remember if it was low or high.
It's low as the bad. You need 25% or higher for very familiar.
Well, 6 to 13 is the very familiar, right? Oh no, you need the. I'm
You
sorry.
got a
oops.
12.
So I got a mishap.
You got a similar area.
Oh, similar area. Got it.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
We just all appear in the bathroom instead of on deck.
Similar area could mean any number of things.
Oh, I know.
So we are
In some
going
other
to-
ship's bedroom.
Oh God. Oh, hopefully no one's in the bedroom.
Copy. Alright, move myself over here. So the map will take a second to load up. There
I mean,
we
what would
go.
you do if you're just like a generic captain, of a ship? You're no one important. You don't really have enemies. You're just getting ready. You're crawling into bed, about ready to fall asleep, and then 8 people just appear in front of you.
I mean, I personally love that concept.
Honestly, I just feel like commoners would just mostly hate mages because of
Okay.
various things that they get up to.
So you guys pop. You do appear through the whooshing wind that gusts around you, and a swirling of the stones off the top of the staff, and purple mist and a popping noise, and suddenly you find yourselves in what looks to be the cargo hold of a ship.
Does it look like the cargo hold of our ship?
It looks like the cargo hold of a ship.
Well, this isn't my room.
You sleep amongst cargo?
No.
I was gonna say, yeah, you have us on the, or you have multiple tokens of us on here too, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. I'll get rid of those ones. We'll go delete. Okay.
I suppose we should make sure we arrived on the right boat.
After a while, you can start hearing, "Oh yup," and down a ways, a large ogre steps out of a room down here,
Oh, thank God it's the right ship.
and Brick, you're the only one able to see him right now. Which I don't think you've seen this gentleman before. I think only Mordi and
I think very
Mordi and Voxis. But so Brick, you and the professor and the two assassin-like figures and Indra see a half ogre that's wearing a cooking apron and has pies in his hand currently.
Would I recognize his voice?
Yes, you recognize Daka Crisp's voice, the ship's cook.
Yep.
As he's coming down the hall, yup. As he sees your group and he's, hello.
Hi, Daka.
Yup. Yup. How are you?
Doing well yourself.
I got pies.
Indeed, they are fine and the best in the world.
He starts walking towards the group, and you can see that the assassins are on edge as their hands go to the weapons, but they don't draw them.
I'll just say, Professor, this is our ship's cook. He makes the best pies in the world.
Assuredly.
He's big.
He looks down and he goes, I got peaches and apples. I got pies. You want pies?
I think all of us would love a pie. I'm pretty sure we all skip breakfast.
And for those of you that haven't met Daka, that is Daka. He reaches down and takes one of the small pies off the tray and reaches up and here you go.
He's gonna walk over there and grab a pie.
Okay. You've been gone. Long time.
Yeah. He's just gonna devour one of the pies.
Okay. This pie was very, very good. With a 17 on the base roll.
I swear, you make some of the best pies.
Thank you. Where you come from?
Oh, we just kind of appeared.
Like
It's been a
magic?
while. We figured we'd come back, right? Can't let you have all the pies, right?
Yup. Daka loves pies.
Guys, seriously, everybody, enjoy a pie. They're really good.
Yeah.
Can't.
He starts handing slices out. And if you decide you see Indra takes one and she tries it and she nods, it's very good. You see the professor is now tapping his staff on the wooden floors. He's the book. Pleasantries are all well and nice, but
Patience is a virtue, Professor.
Morty's just gonna whisper over to the professor really quick. He's very sensitive. Just take one of the pies and we'll get you your book.
he says, no thanks. I'm gluten-free. The book, as he motions.
I don't think Daka knows what gluten-free means, but okay.
Nope.
I don't think anyone in D&D understands what gluten-free means.
You should read more. Anyway, not that I have. Anyway, all right, let's go get your book this way. And he's just going to start walking this way over to his room.
Okay.
Morty's going to go into his room. Is anybody coming with him?
Nope. The professor trusts you to come back.
Okay.
He steps to the side a little bit. He turns to Cloaky and he smiles at Cloaky.
Is there any of the other staff down here, or?
You see just the couple ship hands. They didn't really have any names or anything like that. They were just kind of like Jimmy, Joe, and Bob or something like that.
Yeah. And the one got speared by got impaled in the chest and died or whatever. But yeah.
He what?
The wyverns that we sold or whatever to your.
Yep. Big lizards with spiky tails. We fight those a lot.
Yeah, I guess, is everyone doing all right then, or have you had many injuries?
Nope. Just taking people. We word from here to there. We taking people. Pie? As he holds it out to one of the assassins, and the assassin shakes his head.
So does Morty finds the book relatively quick? I'm assuming.
It takes you a little bit because, yeah, you're still not vaguely familiar with the book.
Okay.
But yes, after digging through your stuff, you do find it.
Okay, perfect. Morty's gonna head back.
Okay.
He's gonna come right over to here. And he's gonna hold up the book.
You walk right past the professor with the book.
Yep. And going back to his group, he's going to set this table right here. He's going to set the book down on.
Okay.
There you go.
He walks over to here. As he walks over here, he looks at Daka and he goes, I think I will take a piece of pie. Please. And Daka hands it to him and he goes, your name is Daka. And Daka, yup. Huh. Daka, this pie is divine. Have you always served on this ship? Nope. He looks back at you, Morty, and he goes, Daka, such a fine cook. Why this ship? He goes, they pay good. And by chance, the name of the ship. And
Professor.
Before, as you go, Professor.
Morty's gonna cut right in front of it.
As you say, Professor.
Take your book.
Daka goes, oh, this is the cloud's destiny. Thank you. As he turns and he puts his hand on his book. I have what I want.
You have a little more than what you came for.
Yes, fabulous pie. Thank you, Daka.
Mm-hmm.
He says, our transaction is done then.
All right.
He looks at Indra and them and, shall we? As he says, Morty, I would say it's been a pleasure, but that's never the case. Good journeys to you, though.
I'm gonna look at the professor and say, this isn't Morty's ship. This is mine. Please leave it alone.
Oh, I intend to. I will leave.
Well, I said leave it alone as in don't mess with it in the future.
He says, thank you kindly. He looks to Brick and he says, don't worry, friend. I've been entirely truthful. As he makes some
really gluten-free.
Yes.
You shouldn't have eaten that pie.
Oh, I shouldn't have. As he motions his hand, but the cost of information is sometimes steep. As he motions his hand, says a few words, nobody interrupts him, right?
I want to, but no.
I don't have a counter spell, so...
Okay. As he casts the spell and the mist starts to foam around, this is a bluish mist this time. It foams around him and his companions. He turns and he smiles as he looks at Cloaky and says, I'll be seeing you soon. As he, whoop, and the four of them disappear.
Kill him so badly.
I need to go home immediately.
Indeed, and I need to go warn our crew that to watch out for a potentially homicidal wizard and his employees.
I'm going to look directly at Morty and say, you're lucky you still have a fucking face.
Oh, Jesus.
I believe I said I'm going to find out who stole my staff, and I'm going to kill them.
I believe
Did I
I
not?
said, you're lucky you still have a face.
That's fine.
I really wish I had a counter spell.
If we ever come into contact with the professor again, he's not getting out alive.
It's funny you mention that.
What'd you do?
Was that
Oh,
book
I
booby
haven't.
trapped?
No, not at all. I promised I would give him back his book. I gave him back his book. I'm not gonna withhold that. I gave my word.
Well, yeah, but you could have given him something extra with the book.
Yeah, I could have, but that wouldn't be worth it. He got a pie with it. No.
Yeah, hopefully.
I
he
have
gets
my
sick of it.
staff.
You all keep talking, and we need to be going.
I have my staff.
Can't leave.
And because I have my staff, we can get back there.
We
Does
can't
it
do it yet,
have
though,
enough
can we?
charges?
It's fully charged at this point.
No, it isn't. I had to use it to teleport us over here.
Oh, right. He used his
I-
spell to leave. You're right.
Right.
So you
So,
are 7 charges down.
But tomorrow we could.
Go back where?
You do feel that the ship is moving, so you are fairly certain that you're in the middle of travel of some sort.
I'm going to say that you guys can discuss this. I need to go talk to our navigator.
All right.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave and go.
Cloaky,
talk to
is this
them.
your character's first time on an airship?
Sure is.
Okay. I need a Constitution saving throw.
You have a +2.
She's not within 10 feet of you right now.
She isn't?
She's on the other
She's
side.
not.
the other side.
She's hunkered into the
no.
hold. Okay. You are feeling pretty nauseous. The movement and the constant blipping has kind of thrown you off a little bit.
Cool, I want to get off this fucking boat even harder now.
So, Voxis, you said you were going up top.
Yep.
That didn't want to do that. You're going up top, and you do see the crew out and about, except for the professor. He's not there. At the helm, you see your not exactly cousin, but somewhere related, Aasimar de Leander at the helm. You see the rest of the group, the deckhands, walking around. You see Deneve Thrask. By the side, it looks like she is mapping. And you would come up right here. You see Zova Skypiercer in the crow's nest, and you see Adrian Mock, the doctor. Looks like he's at the front of the ship doing something at a table. You're not entirely sure what. And you see Morakesh kind of just sitting and speaking with Aasimar. And
I
yes,
forgot
the
about
ship is currently flying. With the giant ring of fire around it, as you are on for those of you that haven't been on the ship, you are on Cloud's Destiny, the House Leander sky ship. Is everyone else staying below?
I believe I was staying there when talking with Brocc.
Okay. Cloaky, you're staying down, hunkered into that corner?
For the moment, though, I am pressing to leave with an immediacy.
Okay. So yes, that is what you see up above. There are a few other people on the ship that you don't recognize. You're guessing they're passengers, as that is
Okay.
what you gave Alisara permission to do, is ferry people back to the mainland and to and from
Yep.
Zendrick.
Yep. Okay. I'll make my way up over here to Alisara
She
and
kind of takes a second look as she's like, "How are you here?"
Well, you know, we had that wizard in our party.
Oh,
He may have had something in the ship that belonged to someone else that we needed to return. Long story short, our beloved cook accidentally answered his question on the name of the ship. Just a fair warning, the lead or the head of a mages guild or school may try something.
she kind of cocks an eyebrow and she's okay.
It's a long story, and I don't even know where to begin on this. Morty accidentally took something that he did not realize what it was exactly or how important it was, and the guy, I mean, he left already, but I wouldn't trust him.
Morkish sitting there has his spell book in his hand, and you can see he's actually not wearing the helm that he would normally wear. So his mark is prominent for being a hobgoblin. He looks at you and goes, "So are you capable of casting said circle of spell? Is the wizard capable of that?"
I don't believe he's capable on his own, but he has a staff that lets him.
Oh, it's an item.
Yeah,
An item of
a
power.
very powerful, very nice item. Yeah, we found some nice things on our travels. Almost died a couple times. You know how adventuring is. You know, sometimes you find treasure, sometimes you find the wrong end of a stick.
Are Malachi and Professor Iron Tusk with you?
They are not. They are in a city right now. They didn't come with us on the last adventure. It was a little dangerous, so we needed to keep the professor safe.
Okay. Very well. Currently we are just moving people between Sharn and Zendrick. We are currently actually headed back to Zendrick. I'm just going to call you Luda, but thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that. So I guess the question is, do you believe that this wizard is going to attack the ship?
I do not know if he will directly attack it or if he will try and use his connections to cause problems.
And is this the wizard that... No, Morikesh wasn't there for that. Never mind.
Yep, no, he was already on. He stayed on the ship while we were in town.
Yep. It says very well. We're about 3 days out from Zendrick, so 4 days from Sharn. Or 4 days from Stormreach. Sorry.
Okay. The staff that our wizard carries should regain some charges in the morning, so I believe we will be leaving via magic come morning. We have to get back to where we're going. The wizard may be causing problems elsewhere, and put simply, not someone that we can take lightly. He seems to have amassed a vast knowledge of magic, and there's no telling exactly how capable he is.
Hmm. Okay.
But I do not trust him, even if he has technically honored his word up to this point.
I
One
will
can,
see
one
what,
can lie while telling the truth.
between me and Alisara, we will see what we can do about magically warding the ship. Because remember, Morikesh, at this point, is going to be 6 wizard, 1 cleric.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
But-
Yep. I remember that whole thing.
so while they are having that discussion upstairs, Brick and Morty, you are discussing. Daka is walking around handing pies to the other deckhands as he comes over to Cloaky. Let me move some people around here as they are just kind of cleaning the downstairs. Cloaky, he comes up to you and he's shows no thank you for the gifted sub. He shows no fear and is almost like a child as he kind of kneels down. He goes, "You want a pie?"
I'll tell him I would love a pie in Giant.
Oh. In Giant, he says, "You speak
I
my
love Daka.
tongue.
I do.
No one here speak my tongue."
That must be hard to not hear people speaking your language around you.
Daka always lonely.
I'm sorry, Daka.
He points at this elemental skiff right here. He goes, "That Daka's bed because his room's too small."
I'll give Daka a hug.
He hugs you back and, "I like you. What your name?"
I'll tell him my name is Selichah.
Selichah. I can show you the kitchen.
I would love to see the kitchen.
Okay. He holds your hand and he leads you to the kitchen.
That's adorable.
As you make a friend with a half
Everybody loves
ogre.
Daka. Everybody loves Daka. He's amazing.
He
I
is.
do love Daka.
The two of you, Morty and Brick, what are you currently doing or figuring out? Is there things that you want to do while you're in this area?
Morty's actually going to tell Brick to follow him to his room.
Okay.
Brick will follow.
Bow, chicka, wow, wow.
Oh yeah,
Please
you know.
no. Oh God.
Boom.
Yeah, BRB real quick.
Okay.
Like, oh, the fan service of Brick and Morty. Anyway,
I'm telling you, Morty, we got it. Gotta get back to the Underdark.
Okay.
so with that being said, do you still want to hammer some nails? I believe you said.
Oh my God.
The discussion
I
that
have to.
happens within a bedroom.
Oh, innuendo.
Yeah.
Ooh. Gotta tie that in. I'm sorry.
Why do you ask, Morty?
In the morning, we should be able to teleport back to that room. Hopefully. Once there, if you are so inclined, we can do what we can to stop the professor. I'm just saying, it's a very long fall from his tower to the ground. So,
Morty, I can't say I know who's right and who's wrong. in all of this. Not saying you're wrong.
He has taken information on the name of this ship, which means that we are at risk as long as we are on it. He can do quite a bit of damage to us from where he is. Also, sorry about that. 1 second.
I feel like our lies to Mordi may have brought out the evil in him. This is really dark for his character.
I wouldn't call this evil.
This is not evil,
Dark all the
Mordi.
same. No, I said I feel like us lying to you really brought out the bad side of you, though.
This is why you shouldn't lie to Mordi.
Dark side of the Mordi.
So yeah. We can go back to there. And his research seems to be very, very important to him. So if for example we can't stop him, we can completely eliminate his research.
Do you really think he's evil?
I think that he will do what it takes to get power and to maintain power. I think that he will utilize whatever information he can to punish me because I kept that book away from him for as long as I did. He sent hitmen out to try to kill me for that book, which at the time I didn't even know that I had. So I would not hold anything against him, and with the fact that he now knows our ship's name, he could be targeting us. He could be targeting us as we speak.
How much stronger is he than you, Mordi? Honestly.
He's a professor at an all magic school.
Yes. Did I stutter?
I am not a professor at an all magic school.
This is obvious to me.
I don't have the type of.
Mordi,
He was able to teleport. Okay.
Mordi,
Brick. Let me put this into perspective for you, real quick. Okay. He was able to teleport himself out of our ship on his own, without a magical item. I can't do that. Believe me, if I was able to teleport myself anywhere at will, I would be doing that, and you probably never would have met me. So yes, he's far more powerful than I am.
So if you were to take him, if you were to
I
take
doubt
him
that I can take
on
him.
in one of these wizards duels I hear about,
Oh, I doubt. I am very sure I will die.
As you guys are discussing this, you hear a knock at the door.
What is it?
Linens.
grabs his hammer.
I'm sorry. Who is it?
I gotta change the linens.
You're gonna have to wait. We're a little busy in here.
He goes, do you... Say no more. I'll just, I'll get a spare tag and tag your door. Do not disturb. Gotcha.
Thank you. Brick, please put down the hammer.
So horrible.
So yes, he tell you hear the footsteps away from the door at that point.
I need to think about this, Mordi.
I'm very sure that if it was me versus him alone, no contest. I would absolutely die. However, there is also the possibility that in order to get to the city, he will end up in the Scorpion Cave and have to provide
Scorpion will
proof.
kill him.
Well, I mean, we thought it would kill us, but
We had Cloaky with us. We were going to be fine. He doesn't have a Cloaky.
yet he identified the Drow.
Okay,
We don't know if he. We don't know if
them.
we don't know if he would not. We don't know if he would know of a way to be able to coerce one of them or not. He's not stupid.
Yeah, but the Drow aren't very susceptible to magic, aren't they?
How I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming some could be, some might not be. I mean, there are all sorts of different peoples.
Listen,
Okay.
we're gonna have to wait a day anyways till your staff, at least a day anyways, till your staff gets ready, right?
Yes.
Can I mull it over
I,
for
I,
a
I
while?
doubt he would go there right away because it would be very stupid. I would assume that he would probably make sure that he has all of his preparations ready to go before he tried getting into that city. So I would give him maybe 24 hours, 48 hours max.
Then I think, can I have a day to mull it over?
You could have till dawn.
Okay. Brick will get up and walk out of the room then.
Okay.
And I am gonna go find Cloaky.
Okay. You walk out and how's it going, Popper? You see down the hall through the double doors to the kitchen, you can see that over the double doors, Daka is obviously talking to someone and looks like maybe giving a tour of the kitchen to somebody. And these are my pie pans. The captain was nice and he got me these.
They're beautiful pie pans.
They are. They make good pies. I like fruit pies.
Fruit pies are so good. What about meat pies? How do you feel about meat pies?
No, old captain told me no meat pies. He said ogres eat people and I'm half ogre. I don't eat people, but I don't want to run the risk. So no meat pies.
I'm sorry, no meat pies. Your fruit pies are amazing. Fruit pies are better anyway.
Yeah. Morakesh told me tomatoes are fruit, and I tried to make a tomato pie. It didn't work.
This guy tried to make pizza.
But
Be sure to try and make pizza.
but I like fruit pies. I like peaches and berries, and he goes on with this ramble for quite
This
a
is
while.
the sweetest, and it makes me very happy.
So, yes, Brick, you make your way towards the kitchen as you are coming in on that part of the conversation as he is going through. There are blueberries and there are blackberries. I said peaches.
Brick will wait until Cloaky is done with her tour with Taka, because I think even Brick would be able to see that it is bringing her joy, and he doesn't want to interrupt that.
It truly is bringing me joy.
Okay. Yeah, he leads you around and it looks like the crew is actually there is meat in here. He does not cook the meat though. He looks when when he looks at you and he goes, Daka, or he doesn't say his name. He goes, I know cook meat. Adrian or Genevieve cook stew. It's not great stew. It's not Daka cooking.
Daka makes good pies.
Yes. I like pies.
Pies are way better than stew.
I make breads too.
You make bread?
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite bread?
I like fruit breads, like banana bread. And I make pineapple cake. And he stops for a second and he's like, or just regular bread.
Bread is good too. Bread's not as good as pie, but bread is good too.
Yes. As he
I will
smiles
like
and
this
you
forever.
he smiles and you can see he does have a lot of cavities.
That's okay, they're worth it.
I like Selichah.
I've made a new best friend. Screw all you guys.
He sits on the table and he's just kind of like messing around at this point. So, Bricc he's just pretty much just kind of mumbling and, carrying on what little conversation he can, as you obviously is a good point to enter.
Cloaky.
Oh, hi, Bricc.
Hello.
Hi, Bricc.
Just talking to Daka.
I'm Daka.
I'm Bricc.
I'm Daka.
I'm Bricc.
I'm Daka. Yup.
Yup.
You want a pie?
I'm torn between telling Doc I can't actually eat, and
You gotta take helmet off. But the
this
pie
not
is
a
good.
helmet,
Is he?
Doc. This
He
is
looks
my head.
very confused. Oh, you metal man.
Yes.
Okay. It okay. I feel bad for you. You know eat.
Jesus, make me feel bad for fucking having Cloaky, can I talk to you? Maybe somewhere where we're not bothering Daka.
Oh, was I bothering you, Daka?
No, I like Selichah.
Oh, I like you too, Daka. This is my new best friend, Daka.
Oh. I am
Bricc-
best
can
friend.
Can Bricc see, like, ingredients and stuff on the walls here?
Yes.
He
You
just
can-
grabs the salt shaker and looks at it for a little bit.
That's salt.
I'm aware.
Oh, Daka's the best. I'm sorry, Daka. I'll tell him this in Giant that I have to go talk to my friend and he wants to talk in private, but I'll be back later.
Okay, but salt stays as he holds out his hand.
Bricc will put the salt in his hand. Yes,
See him
Doc,
go
I'm
back
sorry,
and
take your salt.
he puts the salt shaker back on the shelf and his very organized, OCD organized shelving for an half ogre.
Simple man with simple needs. I can respect that.
Bye!
Bye, Daka.
Bye, Daka.
Come back, please.
Oh no, that just broke my whole heart.
As he starts to go, I believe I recognize the name Daka. Maybe. As you guys head down the hall to have your private discussion without Daka.
Thank you for the extra guilt tripping DM.
Oh, you're welcome.
I'll follow Brick wherever Brick is trying to take me off to have a private conversation.
I want to lead Cloaky Puff Dex, but I don't know if that's a good idea.
He eats herself off the side of the ship.
That's part of why I don't think it's a good idea.
I don't think she will now that she met Daka.
Good point. Brick's gonna follow me up here, Cloaky,
I'll follow Brick.
and he'll go and stand on the prow of the ship. Hopefully, if nobody's up there.
Okay, so you take her up deck.
Yep.
Ah, my screen's going crazy. Sensitive mouse. Okay, you guys are heading upstairs. You do pass by a human man and a human woman. The woman wearing kind of scholarly gear has map cases at her side. The man clearly some kind of medical professional. As you can see, has various tinctures and whatnot at his side, and you can see he has a couple scalpels in his belt. They just give you a nod as you walk past, and
Yeah, I'll wave at them too when they walk by us.
mm-hmm. Adrian and Genevieve give you a good nod as well. You find yourselves on the forecastle. The prow.
Okay.
Yes, Brick.
I know you're worried about your home.
Yes.
If there was a way to neutralize the threat to your home, would you take it?
Of course. That's why I want to go home and warn them. If anyone could protect them, it's them.
But if we could get rid of the threat before it would ever become a problem,
I certainly could not do that.
but we could.
Could we?
I think so.
I have my doubts. My faith lies with my people.
I thought we were your people.
I thought so too.
Ouch.
Okay, Cloaky. I'll let you get back to Daka. I have to talk to Voxis too.
Thanks, Brick.
Yeah.
If
I'ma
Warforges
go back
could
to
cry.
Yeah, and then Brick will wait until Voxis is, not occupied with his captain duties. Or at least not to a point where, he needs to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say there's one thing I'm gonna ask. Is them if either of them know of a way that we could communicate or stay in touch over long distances in case something were to happen.
I don't know any magic that can do that.
No,
or
I mean
abilities.
the NPCs up here.
Okay. Okay.
Alistara and Morkesh, right?
Morkesh, yes.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Mm.
But I'm gonna ask them if either of them know of a way, a magical means that we could communicate over long distances, just in case.
Sending. Morkesh is capable of doing that. I believe sending is a 3rd level spell now. Can double check here.
Yep, 3rd level.
Yeah. So, you would just need someone to find it, or spend a day with, or Mordi would have to spend a day with Morkesh to get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm more if they can send me a message. So if he can send it, I can reply. I think.
Yeah, they
Let's
can.
see.
They can do
Oh no,
that.
no, that's a different one. But yeah, he could tell me if something's going down that way. Then at least.
Mm.
Okay. I will see if our party wizard happens to know that spell as well. Uh, we may uh, we may need to keep in touch just in case something were to happen and we need to get back here.
Hmm. Well, if he has the time, it will take. Well, it would take quite a bit of time for him to scribe it out of my book, but I would be more than willing to let him do such.
Okay. We will have to see. We are unfortunately short pressed for time at the moment. So I will need to check with him. But if nothing else, if you can get word out to me, hopefully we would be able to make use of his item to get back here quickly.
Very well, I can do that. If the ship is assaulted, I will definitely let you know.
Thank you. And then I guess at this point I'd probably see Brick standing there looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll excuse myself and say thanks for keeping the ship safe and keeping it going, and
He
walk over to Brick.
before you do walk off, he says, "Have you made any leeway on the other marks? I just need to know if this isn't the only one yet, or have you found others yet?"
We are in the process, but we haven't had much luck in concrete proof. We unfortunately came across a fight in which we had to retreat from very, very nasty troll.
Oh.
And we need to get back there after we deal with this wizard so that we can get the information we're looking for in exchange for taking care of these trolls.
Okay. Well, I will await word from the professor and Malachi.
I should also mention the reason why we left the professor in a town is we are in the Underdark. Very dangerous place.
Yes. Be careful. Definitely take care of yourself, please.
Yes, thank you. We shall do our best. There's a lot of strong monsters that aren't always easy to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't assume. So, yes, at this point, Brick is standing there, just kind of staring at you in his Warforged way.
Yep, so I'll excuse myself and I'll go over to Brick.
Brick will just kind of grab the railing and look out over the open sky.
I see your soul is continuing to grow, Brick.
I don't enjoy it.
Well,
Is having a soul usually this awful?
Well, you gotta take the good with the bad. It's part of life.
I suppose you're right, Voxis.
So, what's on your mind? You seem like you wanted to talk.
What do you think our next step should be from here?
Well, I really want to get back into the Underdark and deal with our business there so we can get back to the professor. But I think I don't believe that leaving this wizard to his own doing is beneficial. He knows the name of my ship. He has entirely too much information on a hidden city, And
my fault a bit.
and I don't know if it'd be better to warn or to get there and warn them so that they can be prepared, or if we need to take a more proactive approach. Their people are strong, or the people there are strong, but I don't know how much power he has to his name and who he can muster for allies.
Mordi seems to think that if we neutralize the threat now, that might be for the best. Both save the city and whoever else you might turn his greedy eye towards.
The problem there is, even if we use the staff to get back, provided we arrive exactly where we mean to, provided we're not noticed, I highly doubt he is unguarded. At any given moment, I'm sure he has someone nearby to come if he calls, and I do not think we would be able to take care of him quickly. And if he's at the school, we have made a enemy of a lot of people. I don't foresee. I don't see how we could get out of there. Not with that many casters. If it was a army barracks with just soldiers, I wouldn't be so worried. But mages make things difficult.
Fighting on. If I said that fighting him on his home turf was a bad idea, if I said that thought had crossed my mind, I'd be lying.
Yes, it would be better to fight him in a way where we can neutralize some of his capabilities, but being a well-learned wizard, it's hard to say if there is any spot where he is truly out of his element. I know wizards are capable of learning far more spells than someone such as I am. While our spell casting is similar in some ways, there's huge amounts of difference in what they're capable of doing. And I feel like Cloaky would prefer us to go and warn her people first. Even if we did something afterwards, I think she would prefer if we could warn her people.
Yes, I think maybe going and telling people of Zarkenleth what might be coming might help them better prepare for it. I think the protection of that creation forge is more important than anything.
Yes, as I said, I think her people can take care of themselves, but if it's a complete surprise attack, there may be unnecessary losses. However, their leader, I have a hard time believing he would be able to easily take her out. She was a very intimidating prospect, especially with the power of the creation forge at her disposal.
I think you're right, Voxis. I think I'm gonna go meditate on all of this. It's been a long time since I properly communed with the Silver Flame. Maybe that will enlighten me to a better path.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's we haven't had much time to really think things through since we've been in the Underdark, that's for sure.
You've noticed that? No.
Yeah, many decisions were made rashly.
Like lying to Mordi.
Oh, Yeah, I don't know if that would have been better either way. I think
I'm not
think
throwing you the purple worm here, Voxis. I am just as guilty as you are.
yes, I think his rage did help us a bit in the combat though. So there was a little bit of good to it, and I don't know how willing he would have been to come with us if he had known the true purpose of what we were doing as well as the horror of what we were up against. And I don't know if we're going to be able to convince him to try and fight that troll again.
I think if we can get that, if we can get the treasures that the trolls said, the gnomes and the trolls had, then maybe we could be able to more easily fight the professor.
Yeah, it just we have no idea of how quickly he'll strike.
Exactly. Alright, well, yes. I'll let you get back to your captainly duties. Voxis, I'm just going to go and
Yeah.
reflect.
Make sure. Yep. Keep an eye out on Mordi when you can. We don't need him doing anything rash on his own.
You're correct.
I do not think he's very happy with not just us, but with how this whole went down.
I could concur. Alright. Bricc will just kind of slowly shuffle back below decks. And are there multiple like skiffs below decks?
Yes, there are 2 elemental skiffs, one of which looks like it is been converted into a bed. And you do see a halfling-sized, very badly stitched together, kind of like teddy bear in it. And it looks like someone took a couple. It looks like someone took a couple tarps and, sewn them together as well. And then looks like someone filled a burlap sack full of straw, and it has been used as a pillow.
Bricc will slip into the other one and begin to pray, meditate, I don't know. Commune. There, that's the word I'm going to look for.
Okay.
And I will leave it at that.
As per the commune spell?
No, just a more
Because I thought you guys had a scroll of that, so...
What, wait, we did?
I believe you guys had a couple high-level scrolls, whoever's got them.
Yeah, that's me.
Hey, yo, Mordi.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, remember those are like yes or no answers, and you have a minute to ask all 3.
Brick's got some questions he needs answered.
I've got a scroll of divine commune.
I'm gonna need to borrow that real quick.
If I remember correctly, if you use it, it goes away, right?
Yep.
I have these magical items are beyond my knowledge.
Yes, but also, really the only one who could use it amongst your group is Bricc.
It's you, boy.
Well, I mean, Morty has it.
Yeah, so it's up to you whether you give it to him or not.
I would assume that Bricc would have to find Morty to ask him.
Oh, yeah. Morty, do you have as I recall, we've been a little busy, but do you have a scroll of a spell known as Commune?
I don't know. I got a bunch of scrolls. I'm in the process of trying to copy all of them down.
Can you look to see if you have it, please, real quick?
All right, yeah. Give me a second.
Thank you.
And Morty's just gonna start rummaging through his stuff.
Okay.
let's see. Legend lore, telepathic bond, earthbind. Huh. I need to focus
You're
on
saying
you
a
and look.
lot of very interesting words right now,
Yeah,
none of which I understand.
Commune. Soltar. Here's the communes one. Yeah, what do you need it for?
Just to look at.
Just to look at?
Yeah.
Just to look at. Will I be getting it back?
Maybe.
I was gonna say he just chastises us for lying to Mordi.
I'm not lying.
Are you planning on using this spell? Or using this scroll?
Maybe.
Rick,
Yes.
remember what happened last time when you lied?
Not lying.
Are you planning on using this or not? It's a pretty simple yes or no.
I have some questions that need answered.
So is that a yes?
Yes.
Then I will not be getting this back.
No. I got a belt for you, though.
A belt?
Yeah, got you a belt. And he slaps the belt a giant kind at Morty.
Okay, hey, sure. Tosses you the scroll.
Glad we had this trade. I'm gonna go remove that.
Is that literally a belt of giant strength?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what kind of giant?
Hill giant.
All right. Sure. No. You know what? Absolutely. Morty is definitely going to add that to his repertoire.
Okay. Brick is gonna go slip over back into that extra elemental skiff and attempt to cast Commune.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a die 20.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay.
I should just point out that he's absolutely going to wear the belt.
Okay. So you start to chant the incantation that's on the spell and praying to the silver flame.
The total on that is 13. I don't think it's enough, but carry on.
Okay. The scroll suddenly bursts into radiant silver fire. And you see the fire slowly starts to rise above the scroll as the writing disappears, and there's just a little ember that is currently burning. And you hear a faint feminine voice. Ask thy questions.
I didn't expect this to work. Oh my goodness.
You have exactly 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. Does the professor plan to find, infiltrate, and otherwise, oh god, I can't think of how to phrase it. Investigate, harm the city of Zarkinleth?
So this one, because you phrased so many different things in there,
I gotta get my bang for my buck here.
you get the same feminine voice. Yes.
Okay, so he's going for the city for sure.
And yet, unclear. You get a short phrase. It's not a straight no. You did get a definite yes, and
But
yet
how exactly,
unclear.
Yeah, how exactly he's going to go about it is probably still a mystery. Will we find what we're looking for in the Underdark?
Be more specific.
Will we find... Oh god, it's the Mark of Pestilence, isn't it?
Contagion.
Contagion, sorry. Will we find answer or clues about the Mark of Contagion in the Underdark?
Yes.
Okay. So that's not a bust. This question. Oh, shit. This is a bit of out of meta question, but it's something Brick, or I shouldn't say out of meta. Is Brick aware of Vox's origins?
If you guys haven't actively talked about it, only what you know from the times he has spoken in game about it.
Okay.
Which isn't
much.
Anything real? Not now. If you guys, Mordi might know a little bit more because he was on the airship and dealt with that whole thing.
Yeah, I can't remember how much Brick now. Okay. Third question. First two were so easy. The third one is not. Oh god.
And I guess you do know that when we were at the Creation Forge, when she was kind of giving out some knowledge, she did say that my father's of the Storm, mother's of the Ashen Drow.
I actually
So
know.
I'm pretty sure that was party knowledge. So
it has to be a yes or no question, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if you ask one that isn't, you might get a short phrase or a vague clue.
Okay. I think I have a question. Just gotta phrase it right.
Almost out of time.
Yeah. Can I, or is there a way for me to figure out who I was before I had this body?
Ooh. Okay, you got to give me a second on that one.
It's been on Brick's mind for a long time, Mr. DM.
I'm going to just interpret that as you asking if you were throwing a soul.
Pretty much.
Brick, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no. Okay, okay, 16 plus oh god, okay. 16 plus 5, so 21.
Okay. All right. With that, you see the fire in front of you as you ask your question. You know the time is starting to go down. The spell is starting to weaken as you can see the fire start to ember out. All of a sudden, the fire flares to life, and it basically encompasses your body. As anyone that's in the hold currently, which would be Adrian and them, suddenly see a flash of light. A few people start seeing screaming, or if you're on that floor, you start hearing screaming. If you're above deck, same thing. But in that brief moment, Brick, it's like all time starts to slow down. And you hear a feminine voice in your head that says, your soul was stopped from passing through the gates. You were taken before you could come to me. And there's a bright flash, and you see yourself once again in the middle of a large field that is being tilled. You look down, you see human hands holding the plow and an oxen in front of you. And you look around and you can see what looks to be the rolling fields of Sire before the day of mourning.
Mm-hmm.
And you look around briefly and you wipe your brow. You look at the bucket that is attached to the plow with water. As you go over to take a drink, you look in and you see a human man. You can very nondescript, nothing like super out of the ordinary about him, just your regular farmer with dusty brown hair, sweat beading on the brow. And the thing that you get almost this sense of, what's the word? Welling within your heart. A sorrow, like you know who that is, and you know that that person was you, but you do not know how you came to be in your current body. As the fire dies out and there's almost like a searing mist, like smoke rising from your plates, as the feminine voice once again, Cannith overstepped its bounds. And that's the last thing you hear.
He's in the other skiff, right?
Yes.
Like down here?
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point, everybody's running around. The deckhands.
Morty's gonna break out of the room when he heard the screaming.
Was the screaming coming from Brick, or was it coming from like the others?
It was coming from people yelling fire on the ship.
Okay.
I don't know where your character went. Oh, you're still
up on the deck.
Still at the prow. So you got deckhands that are now like have buckets of water that they're rushing over and, you know, splash on you just as you start to come to. Anyone else? Daka's head is out of the doors looking through.
I moved myself down there. I'd be running.
You guys are getting there just as you see the sizzle of fire go out on Brick. You see like the steam roiling from his plate armor and everything, but you see no fire. And the scroll has just disintegrated at this point.
You okay there, Brick?
Brick's like visibly shaking right now.
Did you find out what you needed to find out?
Morty, what did he do?
He used a scroll of mine. He gave me this neat belt, too.
Okay, for a second there, I was worried that maybe you did something to the scroll.
Oh, no. He was using, what was it, Commune, I think it was? Yeah. He used a Commune spell. But he gave me this neat belt. Yeah, I don't know. It is some language. I don't know. But no, he gave me this neat belt. Look at it. I don't know what it does. I've got to figure it out. He said it's of hill giant strength. Yeah, it's gonna be great once I figure this thing out.
I mean, they're very useful belts.
I mean, I think it looks beautiful.
Silver Flame spoke to me.
Did you get the answer that you were looking for?
I haven't always been Brick.
I take it this has to do with the soul thing.
I need to talk to someone from House Cannon.
Well, I don't know where that is.
You know, that's one of the dragon marked houses. There's 12 dragon marked houses that basically run Eberron.
So I'm just saying, I don't know where that is. Because he's like, it's more along the lines of like, oh, he's got this ability to teleport, and he doesn't know where that is, so he's not risking it.
As important as I understand this is to you, we do need a few things done first. Is this something that can wait, Brick?
I suppose. I was a person, Voxis.
Well, I can't say I'm entirely surprised considering how human-like you have become in our traveling. Though I do not know anything in terms of soul magic or how one would bind a soul to a construct. But it does make sense, or it does give reason to why the Warforged were as strong as they were.
I thought Warforged were just machines. Like, I mean, living machines, but like.
After traveling with Brick for this long, you still think that it's just a machine?
Oh no! But you're saying how they would bind a soul to a Warforged. I didn't think. Anyway, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I'm just. It's been a busy day.
Yes, the college dropout.
Oh.
Oh.
Speaking of, we.
Speaking
really
of,
need
after
to
saying that, huh?
We need to warn Cloaky's people.
Yep. And you guys have yet to take a long rest, so.
I've got an alternative or an alternate idea.
Let's speak in a more private setting. On
Brick's gonna collapse back into the skiff.
Okay. So, private setting, I'm assuming you want everyone in your room? The captain's quarters?
Yep, because we need to figure out what we're doing.
Cloaky, do you go?
I'm gonna go check on Brick.
Yeah, where's Cloaky been during all this? Because you just hear people screaming and sees a Brick
I was
on
with Daka.
fire.
Yeah, she was in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
He's making sure that the fire didn't go anywhere near Daka.
Someone's in the kitchen.
Daka must be safe.
Okay. So, after checking on Brick and Cloaky, are you going to go with them to the captain's quarters to speak?
I'm following Brick.
Brick will slowly shuffle his way towards the captain's quarters so they can all talk.
I guess I'm
Okay.
going then.
Okay. So you all get into the captain's quarters. The symbol of death on the door goes off. No.
That would suck.
You guys make your way into the captain's quarters to speak.
I'm not gonna lie.
So, what are you planning?
You know that you want to go out to Cloaky's city and give them warning. My thought is that if we go first thing as soon as dawn breaks, if we go first thing in the morning, teleport back into that room, we can completely stop everything. I mean, he's not. It's going to take him a while to get all of his, to get everything in order. To try to venture towards the Creation Forge, but it's not going to take that long. Once he has his book, he clearly knows that he clearly knows that this exists, and he wants to get there. So he's going to pack up and be ready to go. We would have a direct shot at him, most likely within this next 24, maybe 48 hours.
And
We would have a direct shot at him.
okay, but
Worst case scenario, if we go there and we can't stop him, we can destroy all of his research.
okay, and he clearly is a far more learned wizard than you are, and is capable of casting spells that you require a magic item for.
Yes.
How do we pose a threat to him?
Our
and
numbers.
His guards, and the
Our
entire
numbers.
school that he can call.
I'm not worried as much about the entire school. I'm worried about his actions. Everybody, here's the thing with wizards. Everybody has their little niche of what they want to, of what they want to study. They're more consumed about what they want. He could probably get some followers, not likely the entire school. Plus, I mean, he's kind of a dick. Not gonna lie.
And if he raises an alarm saying that the school is under attack, won't they immediately take action?
I mean, there'll be guards, but we barricade the door. Here's the thing. Most spells require some sort of visual aspect to it. If we blind him, we take away that difficulty. So my suggestion, we go in there, spells ablazing, we blind him, and we hit him as hard as we possibly can. Hopefully, we can then barricade our way up for however long it takes and teleport out, by the next dawn.
So we have to fight potentially for a full 24 hours to try and stay alive.
Not at all. Not at all. We barricade ourselves in. Or we could potentially also, just jump out the window. They would never expect that.
I'm not a big fan of falling to my death.
What falling to your death? I mean, we could jump out the window. I've got the the immovable rod. We jump out the window, click on the rod. We won't move anywhere. We just have to hang on.
But again, it is an entire school filled with wizards, and some of them, I'm sure, are as powerful or close to him.
Oh, no doubt.
I don't see how we remain hidden for a full day without somebody finding us.
Seems to me like we would be better served to warn my people in my city, who are also quite powerful, and could potentially help themselves. They deserve to know at the very least, and also help us.
Also, if we fail, then they have no warning, and we have done nothing.
The professor is headed for the city.
We know his destination. It would be easier to defend and prepare defenses and deal with him and whatever forces he may bring with him.
Quick question. How far away are we at the moment from the magic school?
You are probably about...
Or would I not know that information now that I think about it? Because we are traveling.
Yeah.
But I thought they said that we were between two destinations.
Yeah, you're between Zendrick and Corvair. So you are pretty much kind of in the middle point between Stormreach and Sharn.
So my question is, if I were to take one of the skiffs, how long would it take for me to get there?
On a skiff,
You couldn't operate it.
it does take a dragon mark to operate
Yeah.
Gotcha.
an elemental skiff. That's why dragon marked houses have monopolized a lot of the stuff in Eberron. The Mark of the Storm has basically monetized air travel.
Yeah, which is also kind of why this ship was given to me, because I'm Mark of the Storm, half elf.
The school had a bunch of airships. Are they
Yeah.
all being controlled by them then? Never mind. That's out of play. That's not knowledge I would be accessible to.
Well,
never
even going to school, you would
Probably
know that
different
there
ones.
are people of the dragon marked houses that do attend the university. Obviously, there are mages that are House of the Storms, or that kind of stuff. So you would know that they're probably privately owned or hired out by the school.
Okay.
As for where you are, even if you were to travel back, it's about a week's travel between the two places via airship, and it's roughly 3 weeks if you were to travel by water.
Okay. All right.
The professor for the city.
I don't want to split the party. I'm tempted to make a suggestion though. Oh, then my suggestion, and Morty's going to hold out his staff over to Voxis. You take this, teleport to the city with Cloaky and Bricc, and I'll take the airship back to the school.
I'm not letting you fight this battle alone, Morty.
Hey, if I could stop him or destroy his research, it saves the city, right? It's kind of my screw up that got us into this, right?
I going there in a direct approach, I doubt you'll be intercepted.
Yeah.
You're not just going to get in there and be able to destroy his research.
I would not doubt that. But, I mean, hey, if I can mess him up a little bit,
Morty,
that's just a thought. Throwing it out there,
you throwing yourself to the wolves is not an option here.
Yeah, kind of like that. But I mean, again, it gives Cloaky City the best chance of survival, right?
If we want to be very honest here, if you're saying you can get us to my city within the next 24 hours and we have 48 for him to get prepared and launch an attack,
We don't know that, though.
we could do both.
The thing is, we don't know that, though.
We don't, but if you want to give us the best chance would be to warn them and then also try and prevent it from happening.
Unless they try to kill me or take away the staff or any other things.
So what you're saying now is that it's worse for you to go. And you talked yourself into that.
No. It's a matter of essentially kind of offer both. You guys take the staff, go to the city, get over there, warn everybody, prep for everything just in case, and I go try to intercept him so that he can't get there.
Also
You're trying to
sacrifice
intercept
my
him
ship and crew in the
without
process.
without any backup or assistance.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
You have a 0% chance.
Morty, we're not going
No.
to here.
I know.
We're gonna do this together.
Yeah.
Listen,
All right.
pardon my dwarvish. I've just seen some shit. Okay.
thought is, at this point, I'm pretty sure I'm dead no matter what.
No, you're not.
Yeah, probably. So,
Bold
you
of you
know.
to assume I'm gonna let you die. Morty,
Yeah.
here's what I do know. The professor's going. Like you've been saying, the professor has been moving on. Is going to move on Zarkinla.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What we don't know is when he's going to do it, which is soon, more than likely. But we have a chance if we get the city ready, because even if he can build up a small army versus the entire city of Zarkinleth is just not possible. And my next point is, if we tell the city and then we head back into the Underdark and we kill those trolls like we said we were going to, and we get whatever they had hiding, which was probably a lot of really nice stuff.
That thing nearly killed us.
It can't do the same thing twice.
Wait, what? What kind of sense does that make?
That logic.
It doesn't make a lot of sense for us to prep the city and then leave and hope to come back to the city still standing.
It makes perfect sense. What are four of us going to
Cloaky.
do?
Cloaky, how
So confused.
forgiving do you think Serrani will be towards Mordi if he agrees to stand with the city and defend it, given that it was his misspoken comment that alerted the foreigners to this city?
Hey, I fucked up too.
Were it me, I would throw him in the lava, but
And he's just going to like gesture straight at her. Just
she has free will. I can't speak to what she would do.
I mean, she did believe us and defend us once before, but there's no guarantee that she will be so keen to stop the executioner's blade.
yeah.
But
Yeah, as I
it
said,
would,
pretty sure I'm dead either
but
way. So
it would still be the proper thing to do. Gonna say someone trying to talk or just speaker noises.
Speaker noises, I think.
Okay.
From the look of it, it's Brick adjusting.
Apologies.
With that, is your party thinking about taking a long rest then? Because you will have to at least do
We're gonna
that
have
to
to.
get the charges back.
yeah, we're gonna have to no matter what.
It would just be best if we knew what we were doing come morning, and I think
And-
everyone except the one guy who can cast the spell wants to go to the city.
Really, Morty could just be like, "Okay, guys, we're headed back to Zarkinlith. Bada bing,
So
So
bada
I've been
boom."
waiting for that
Also-
the whole time.
Also, I just want to point out, you technically don't need a long rest in order for this to regain its charges back. It just says it
Dawn.
regains them at dawn.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, does that mean that we can manipulate it? Just keep on like beating the horizon?
No.
No.
It takes 24 hours for it to recharge.
Damn.
It just happens that Dawn.
It's dawn somewhere.
It has its own internal clock, and when it
Yeah.
determines it's dawn, it recharges.
It's always dawn somewhere.
So,
Constantly beat that horizon, have unlimited teleports.
Dawn based on where it was crafted. How about that?
what we are going to do is we are going to say, as you guys continue this discussion, we are going to fade into black, as you guys will have plenty of time during the next 2 weeks to discuss amongst yourselves outside of game. It is 9:40. We went a little bit longer tonight. So,
Fever dream.
we are going to...
And it regained 9 charges at dawn.
1d6 plus 1.
Plus 4.
Is it plus 4?
Yeah, 1d6 plus 4.
Jeez. Okay. Well, you got 9 charges back. Good for you.
Yeah, so it's got 0.
All right. So, we are going to fade to black as you guys enter into basically your discussions of planning for the future. We are going to end the session here for tonight. And we will pick up 2 weeks on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. As always, thank you for stopping by, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of you that plays in my game, and each and every one of you in chat that is listening right now. You guys make this game what it is. So, once again, thank you. Have a good night, and as always, be intrepid and journey on, friends. Good night.
All right.
Take care, everyone.